Right. Again.
Extra push. Block to.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Enough recouping power.
Right.
Faccione, Luca.
The plank isn't long enough to bridge the pit, and I don't want to put it in on an angle. The beetles might crawl out. The mirror's ancient, but still works pretty well. I can see a very attractive young man with a fashionable beard in it. Is there any way to lure them off? Or chase them away? Are they scared of fire?
Those are elite beetles. We trained their etc. fathers to attack intruders and kill them in the most painful way possible. Did you know that dung beetles are very strong? Each one of them can move a dung ball weighing up to 20 times their own weight. Fun fact.
Right. Again. Listen, Shorty, I've got something I need to take care of outside. I'll set you down here and take you with me when I come back.
Very well.
Hey, Critter.
Huh?
Forget it. I've got everything under control.
Take a look.
Cast off. The Van Buren brat is expecting a Mad Hatter and a White Rabbit at her tea party.
Sarah Lupin?
I've got an idea. All you've got to do is play the White Rabbit.
Facciole, Luca.
It worries me a little how easy it is to persuade you to do this kind of thing. All right. You're white, you've got a costume on, you've got a present. It's now or never. May I introduce you to the White Rabbit?
That doesn't look like a normal rabbit at all.
Yes, well, you know.
Gosh, it's a super rabbit.
Only the best for your party.
Have you got a present for me, little Snuffles?
Put it up.
Mr. Hoppy has brought you some wonderful perfume.
Perfume? Achoo!
Splendid, isn't it? All the ladies in Lorem Ipsum are wearing it this season.
But it's making my eyes water.
That's how it has to be. Don't you know the saying, one must suffer to be beautiful? You shouldn't really be wearing this kind of thing yet. It's only for the big girls.
Only for grown-ups?
Yes, little girls shouldn't wear perfume. Only women of the world.
I am a woman of the world.
That's what Mr. Hoppy thought too. But don't tell your mother about it.
Do take a seat, Mr. Hoppy. May I offer you some tea?
Hi.
Oh, Hatter! Have you got a present for me?
I'm just getting your present. Violence is never the solution. In my experience, the absurd combination of bizarre objects is the solution. Always. Hey, you up there. Are you hungry? Gotcha! Look, I've got a pretty bird.
Oh, that really is pretty. Pretty? Squawk!
And he talks.
Ooh! Oh, that's such a lovely present. Please, Mr. Bird, do take a seat. And you may sit down over there, Mr. Hatter. Quickly!
But of course, milady. And isn't your mother going to be joining us?
Uh-huh. Mommy, it's tea time! The Hatter and the Rabbit are here!
For what? It's lovely that you found someone to play with, but Mummy has to work.
You promised me the biggest and bestest present ever as soon as the Hatter and the Rabbit arrived!
But darling, those aren't...
I want my present now! Where
But darling, we already talked about this. You mustn't get so overexcited and stop pointing that thing at me.
I want my present!
Of course. It's, in sea stone. You can choose something from the shop. I can't do anything here by the look of it.
Looks kind of ceremonial, but there's no reason why it can't be used as a normal hammer. A heavy plank of wood, not very long, but quite fat, just like the Mary. A simple bronze chisel, sharp too. All kinds of different grains, all small and shriveled. I don't think anything will grow out of them now. This mirror and the one from the observatory have a special connection. A green top hat. It should be useful. Green top hats always are. If these things could transmit voices over large distances without the string, the possible uses would be tremendous. You could contact people you didn't know and pretend to be someone else. Or you could call them up during mealtime in order to sell them something. A fine white powder. It's used to make wigs white and to create mischief. Not my style. Too crazy. A stone slab with characters in 3 different languages, and I can't read any of them. Delicious. It's impossible to keep your hands off this kind of thing. I'm not proud. Some would say that's a feast for sore eyes. But in my experience, the mouth has the feast, not the eyes. Good news.
Have they gone?
Certainly. It was hard work, but worth it for a magic compass.
What magic compass?
The spirit compass you promised me.
I don't remember that. Do you, Pierre? Nah, Pierre doesn't either.
You said you'd lend me the spirit compass if I got rid of the Van Burens.
So what? Did you hear me say pirate's word of honor?
You didn't say pirate's word of honor.
Therefore, according to pirate law, no contract was entered into. You should have known that, mate.
But I need the compass.
And I'm not going to hand it over that easily. You should have known that too. Out with him and bolt the door.
You're gonna regret this. What did you say, Pierre? Fat loony? I wouldn't dare say that. That thug bolted the gate after he threw me out. There's a saying about people who bring knives to gunfights, and I don't even have a knife. Hello?
Yes? What is it?
This little mirror came from a tomb in Lorem Ipsum. Is it worth anything?
Is that... Oh. Do you know what you've got there?
I'll take that as a yes then.
That's the mirror. The first one. Thousands of years old. Just imagine all the things it's seen. All the classics you can watch in it.
Wanna swap? The mirror, the first one, thousands of years old, in mint condition, for the mirror connected to Ivo's room?
Yes, of course! Take it! Wow! Mirrors used to be so small.
I gotta go.
Yes, go! Henceforth!
Some happy children playing in a garden. Ivo's mother refuses to believe that Ivo's children could have a happy future too. Who cares if the future queen has an illegitimate child? Well, apart from me. All right.
Hey, I was watching that!
It won't take long. Anyway, you owe me a favor for getting rid of the Van Burens.
All right then, but hurry up!
Cast off. If this doesn't work, then I'm a goner. Don't hurt me! You have to see this.
You did this to my baby!
I didn't! And you should have a look at this. Your grandchild.
Stop making such a racket. Nora, keep those kids of yours in check.
Well...
You want to see into the future and find out what you've done to her? I'll show you.
Why don't you ask Granny whether she'll tell you a story? Don't call me Granny.
A story!
Do you really want to keep her imprisoned here so that she hates you for the rest of her life?
Granny tells the best stories.
All right then. What story do you want to hear?
No. I see I was wrong.
I made a decision for Ivo once because I thought it was the best for her. It broke my heart, and it was wrong. Only one person should make decisions on Ivo's life. Ivo. I'll wait outside.
What's happened? You stunned me!
Not quite so fast, darling.
How much time has passed?
A little. The human is still here. He's waiting outside.
Is Nate still here?
He convinced me to wake you up. Ivo, I didn't want this. One can be full of good intentions and still do the wrong thing.
And apologies will not make what's done undone.
No, they don't. But one can only try to do the right thing and hope to be forgiven. Ivo.
Farewell.
What's taking so long?
I fetched this.
Are you okay?
Yes, fine. Dad says I have you to thank for this?
I didn't want to just leave you lying there. And while I was at it, I discovered lorem ipsum.
Then you'll help me transform Alistair back?
What do you mean, help you? The critter and me did all the work while you were asleep.
Oh, you... Oh.
We'll bring Alistair back. That's all. It changes nothing, all right?
I don't want anything else. Now let's get out of here. Get some distance between me and my mother.
You heard, critter. Cast off. We got the spark of life from the woodland realm. I think it will take some time until Ivo can forgive her mother, and she only knows the half of it. We got the spark of life from the woodland realm. I think it'll take some time until... Cast off! It's not safe for you on the island. Van Buren could return.
In that case, it won't be safe for you either.
Yes, but it's not just about yourself now.
Oh, well, okay. Call if you need me.
I will.
Nate thought it'd be too dangerous on the island for me and the child. And for just once, I think he's right. The boys should be able to cope without me. I hope.
Nate! Escuchas? Kulalabo!
The mirror shows me what the mirror from Ivo's room sees. Happy children playing in a beautiful garden. Perhaps you could help me again?
Shush, this is a really good bit.
Ah, Randolph, my living skeleton hand. Critter and Randolph don't really get on, but all hands are needed on board a ship. All hands needed. Hey, Randolph, high five. That always works. Hey, Mary.
Captain Nate.
Never in my wildest dreams did I imagine we'd set sail with Critter and Ivo again.
Only little Wilbur is missing.
He's on a dangerous mission in the dark woods.
Aren't you worried?
Ah, little guy learned from the best. All right, let me know if there's a problem.
And then?
The Mary's watching me when she thinks I'm not looking. I suspect she still doesn't believe that I didn't betray Nate. Hi.
Hello.
Now, about this.
No, it's
I just didn't want you to think, well...
Yes, no, it's all,
One should always talk. Talking helps.
Yeah, sure. Communication is important.
Very important. See you later.
Okay, see you.
Elf ships are powered by the wind, and every now and then by magic when there isn't any. There's a huge selection of dressing up clothes in the wardrobe. I don't, however, think it's going to help me right now. Not with my stomach like this. I did tidy up in here once, and I wasn't thanked for it. He'll just have to find his way through this chaos on his own. We elves don't use makeup, and if some of us weren't so self-conscious about our big ears, there wouldn't be any cosmetic mages either. I'm looking fatter and fatter by the hour. Make it stop.
Cast off.
Impressive. Did you excavate all this?
We had some help.
Who?
He's waiting in the pyramid, the entrance of which me and Critter opened all on our own. May I introduce you to, the mummy?
Oh, no, 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 no.
Mortimer?
Oh, I am not going to talk to you.
You know each other?
We know each other.
I don't know what it's doing here, but for the sake of my sanity, I'm going to ignore it.
You really do know each other.
What's wrong with her?
Ivo?
Yes?
Do you think you could take over? Or,
Yep, no problem. A hole at shoulder height. Only a complete and utter idiot would put their arm in there. A hole at shoulder. Only a... In former times, this pyramid was probably teeming with slaves. Today, even a pregnant princess has to open every door herself. In former times... Surprising. Even the things made of wood are still preserved. Well, I guess the climate's warm and dry in here, but I would have expected that much more would have rotted away after all this time. Even my elf eyes aren't able to penetrate this darkness. I don't dare enter without light.
right. Again.
In former times, a hole at shoulder height. Only a complete and utter...
Texture push. Oula. Oula oula. Puzzle, Luca.
At a time when most other humans were still living in mud huts, they were creating very delicate stonework here. Impressive. Of course, we elves were already living in multi-story houses, had 60-strong orchestras and comprehensive health cover. But for humans, not bad. Hard shells, big pincers, dung beetles. Ugh, a lot of them. Hard shell. In former times,
The door's opened a little, but the mechanism seems to be broken. It doesn't open any further. Ah. plank isn't long enough to bridge the pit. And I don't want to put it in on an angle. The beetles might crawl out. I won't set a foot in the room with those dung beetles scurrying around.
That strikes me as a very good idea. At least,
This part of the column shoots out if you trigger a mechanism in the floor.
are you sure?
Yes, I am. I would jump over, but I don't know if there's another trap on the other side of the slab. Randolph, my living skeleton hand. Very handy. Right. Again. Ah. All right, Randolph. An honorable task awaits you. Pull the lever. All right, stay right there. We'll get you out of there afterwards. The door's opened a little, but the mechanism seems to be broken. It doesn't open any further. Take this. Here, for you. Here, for you. Take this. That would be quite funny, but this is not the right time. No. No, pregnant women shouldn't carry heavy things. I don't think she's interested in that. We've already found Lorem Ipsum. Hey, Critter. Huh? Forget it. I've got everything under control. The mirror shows me what the mirror from Ivo's room sees. Happy children playing in a beautiful garden.
Hard shells, big... Of course, but for human...
This part of the column shoots out if you trigger a mechanism in the floor.
Are you sure?
Yes, I am. I would jump over, but I don't know if there's another trap on the other side of the slab. Ivo?
Yes?
See you later.
Okay, see ya.
The sundial works incredibly well. It tells me it's high time to get on with things.
A hastily repaired sundial. The pointer will be completely useless in a few months' time. Thousands of years and that obelisk is still standing. Impressive. A hastily Strange. Why is there a sarcophagus out here in the open? And somehow it seems very familiar to me. Strange. Why is there a Critter? Everything okay? That's what I like to hear. I'd better get going then.
Only the best captains are already in the right place before they set off. Only the best captains are already in the right place before they set off. Only the best captains are already in the right place before they set off. Away we go. Only the best captains are all... Cast off. Just look at that. Thinks he's something special just because he beat up a fully grown man. He's got the key, but I don't want to get into a fight with him. Just look at that. Thinks he's some... No, I'm gonna be strong. For now. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
The Mary is not a battleship. It's a cargo ship that's been converted into a pleasure steamer. She's still capable of defending herself when attacked, though. The Mary is not a battleship. It's a cargo ship that's been converted into a pleasure steamer. Not for the first time, either. Mary reminds me of my old governess. I never used to talk to her unless it was absolutely necessary. Thank you.